Hi everyone and welcome to Z's Joy Tarot. Another reading. My name is Zoe. I'm doing a reading for the first week of September, 1st to the 7th of September 2025. I don't know where August went. I've been away and I've just come back to my normal residence, and I wanted to catch up on a reading for you. I hope you're sleeping well. The Schumann resonance, as they say, has been off the chart. So people, if you're getting 4 hours sleep, you're lucky. I had one of those evenings last week where I didn't get any sleep. It's very exhausting the next day, of course. So I hope you're well and being kind to yourself. I'm going to give you an introduction, some astrology, 3 oracle cards and some tarot. You can fast forward ahead. I'm going to timestamp everything below. Another beautiful day where I am here in the Northern Hemisphere. But evenings and mornings, I notice that the air is cooler, crisper, fresher, because autumn is on the horizon. So Southern Hemisphere, I'm sure you can smell spring in the air. So let's see. Now, we did have a new moon August 22nd. I hope you put your intentions out there. We have a full moon coming up on the 7th of September in 15 degrees of Pisces, and of course we've got the lunar eclipses in September. I'll touch on that in a minute. Let me give you an introduction. I wanted to touch on something called NPCs, non-player characters. Now, I believe these are clones without a soul. These are soulless individuals in this 3D matrix walking amongst us. There's a lot of them. We've had technology to clone humans for many decades now. It's all been done undercover. However, they do exist amongst us, and I wanted you could do your own research on this, but I just wanted to touch on it a little bit. I don't want to go overboard. Non-source players are meant to challenge humans and tempt and test and cite and evoke energy from us, which are the source players, which is, we consciousness. The energy they extract is taken or injected back into the matrix, and it's fuels its continuation. Normally they say that often very physically attractive, these clones, and they are to bait and tempt and test us, humanity towards the material, and thus away from our their non-physical essence, right? So we can talk a lot about this, but I think it'll come, as I said, Uranus changing signs is going to bring a lot of this to the forefront, and people will become aware of it. How do you recognize them? To be honest with you, I'm trying to understand the characteristics of NPCs so we can easily recognize them. Apparently eyes have a slightly off about them. The eyes are a giveaway. They lack empathy. And does not take to awakening concepts. Apparently, I'm not sure what the ratio are, the numbers on the Earth plane, but I can only guess. I'm not going to even go there. They're interested in superficial 3D constructs and often obsessed with distractions outside of their immediate personal reality, news, etc. And they perpetuate separation, divisiveness, and negativity. In any event, it is vital to our ascension that we treat all beings exactly as you want to be treated. And it's a revelation to realize that not all people are real. It's quite confronting when you read this stuff. So I wanted you to do your own research on that and be discerning and make your own judgments. I wanted also to mention that as we keep our vibration high, as we try to our frequency, the test is Can you hold your frequency no matter what's happening around you? Can you stay in your energy when you have confusion, tension, chaos, and pressure around you? It's one thing to know your home frequency in the peace of solitude. The next level is keeping that same energy always. I'm struggling with that as well, so I wanted to highlight that for you. All right, now, divine timing. Everything that happens in life is perfectly aligned by a divine force. Now, once you start believing in that higher power, called God, Christ consciousness, source, whatever you like to believe, you realize that control is an illusion. So it doesn't mean that you don't take any action and just sit on the couch all day. It means you accept life as it is, and you don't try to force things to happen. So don't flow against the current of the river, you flow with the river. And we start living life effortlessly with awareness of each moment, because you realize everything is connected. And there may be something that may feel really bad right now, but in the future you realize those bad times made you a stronger person. So trust the divine timing of life. Nothing is a coincidence in this universe. Everything is aligned and connected. Okay. Also, the other thing I wanted to say is, remember, you picked it all: your planet, your country, your name, your birth, your avatar, which are your physical body, level of difficulty, etc. It was all you all along. Apparently we do this when we reincarnate here. And also, look, I've also mentioned many a time, trust your gut feeling. And your body senses the truth before your mind does. So that tightness, restlessness, or unease isn't random, it's a signal, and we often ignore it out of second guessing or fear or doubt. But your peace is your proof. Trust the whisper before it turns into a scream. Okay. Let's have a look. All right, I spoke a little bit of, look, I can go on for a long time. I don't want to bore you. Enough introduction. Let me see, is there something important that I've missed? I get all these downloads, I save them, and I pass them on to the collective, divine feminines, divine masculines. I think it's enough. The light you give to others will always find its way back to you, and I think that's enough introduction, okay? All right. Let's go on now to astrology. All right, as I said to you, we have got the quality of time already in September. I don't know where the year's gone. It's beautiful day here in Northern Hemisphere where I am. Let's have a look. So on September 1, which is Monday, Saturn returns to Pisces until mid-February 2026. Now remain in this sensitive sign, Pisces, and it's going to draw our attention to the need to let go. The shift in the quality of time brought about by Saturn's sign change can cause some uncertainty, especially where people are already working enthusiastically on a new start. Now, it may be time to review your goals and methods, practice patience, and dare to start things over again if necessary. Don't you hate that? But look, that's what Saturn is a hard taskmaster, and let's see, there's other planets that are into the mix here. Now Mercury enters Virgo on September 2nd, which is Tuesday. It's entirely in its element. So Mercury rules Virgo, and for the next 2 weeks it promotes a methodical and analytical approach, because the devil's in the detail, and Virgo is fastidious with detail. Now, on September 3rd, forms a square with Uranus in Gemini. Oh, gosh. And the apex of a yod figure with Pluto and Saturn, Neptune. Okay, so The mental merry-go-round may spin faster than usual, so making it difficult to maintain an overview. So keep your feet firmly on the ground on these days, and don't make critical decisions on impulse. Okay, that's September 3rd. And now Mars in Libra squares Jupiter in Cancer on September 5th. This creative and fruitful tension is well suited to fulfilling a heartfelt wish for yourself or someone else. It also favors artistic work, and it's a magically charged time for ceremonies of all kinds. Something special if you're preparing to launch anything. Okay, September 6th, Uranus begins its retrograde phase, which lasts until early February 2026. Another one, gosh. So on November 9th, if it returns to Taurus once again, so retrogrades from Gemini into Taurus. During this time, we need to review some of the growth impulses of the last 2 months for the practicality, and adjust the pace of development to actual possibilities. All right, so we seem to be going backwards and forwards. And September 7, there is a full moon, as I said, in Pisces, accompanied by the lunar eclipse. And the quality of time is permeable and subtle, calling for a focus on the essentials. During this time, you should pay special attention to the thought patterns you allow to take hold, especially if they trigger doubts and fears. Consciously avoid stress or arguments on this day, and treat yourself to a long moment of silence instead. Okay, so let's have a look a little bit more on the astrology. All right, from when the full moon in Pisces, I'll give you a little bit of the energy that's in moon in Pisces. When the moon slips into this sign, it rules sleep, meditation, prayer, drugs, alcohol. Is often what we crave to induce a trance-like state that will allow us to escape from the harshness of reality. Now, Pisces is dreamy. Doesn't like the boundaries, huh? So now is the time when we're most susceptible to emotional assaults of any kind. So on this full moon, be careful. When we're feeling dreamy and nostalgic and wistful or impressionable. It's also when we're at our most spiritual, when our boundaries are at their lowest, when we're compassionate, intuitive and sensitive to those less fortunate. This is the time to attend a spiritual group or religious gathering on the full moon, okay? Or leading up to the full moon on the 7th of September. All right, now let's have a look. What else on the astrology I wanted to mention? A couple of, all right, let's do this. I'm going to give you, where is it? Okay, tip, let's have a look. The weekend outlook for the 1st to the 7th of September is, if you owe someone a genuine apology, Sunday, the eclipse on the 7th, is a good time to extend an olive branch. Okay, that'll help you. And the tips for the week overall, as Monday marks the official end of summer, and Mercury will help you shift the focus from frolic to work, being in Virgo, without missing a beat. So the Northern Hemisphere, summer's coming to a close. Southern Hemisphere, spring is in the air. I'm sure you can sense it, you can smell it. Okay. All right, that's enough of the astrology. Let's have a look. That ends that one. Okay. I hope you are having a wonderful time wherever you are. Let's have a look. I've got Archangel Michael as normal, oracle card, and his card is family protection. Okay. And it is Rainbow Blessing. I like this card. Archangel Michael advises you to invoke the rainbow light spectrum. It will bring protection and blessings to your family and loved ones. Okay, so I like this one. Why have we got this card? Archangel Michael suggests using rainbow light protection when you find yourself worrying about loved ones, especially children. Visualize the person surrounded by the colors of the rainbow and ask Archangel Michael to keep them safe and to fill the day with beauty and joy. Okay. It does say that we need to focus on motherly love, and blood is thicker than water. We are protected by our ancestors, those that have passed on, those are in heaven, as I call it. Your family tree is very important. You should honor your ancestors. And some issues concerning inheritance or inherited traits are going to be significant. And your spirit guide is wanting to communicate. So special blessings. And if anything, I think that if we're looking at the family tree, I think there may be a new baby in the pipeline as well. So what you would do is, the affirmations are quite simple for protection. You know that your family is safe and blessed. Your pets are safe and blessed. Your children are safe and blessed. Your unborn child is safe and blessed. And just say, Archangel Michael, go before and insert the person's name in love and protection. That's all you need to do if you're overly concerned about your children in particular or family members. That's a heads up from Archangel Michael to invoke a rainbow blessing for protection, particularly on the full moon. All right, I love that. That's the first oracle card. All right, and Goddess Isis, beautiful. Look at this, I like this. And it is Abundance of Sophis, S-O-T-H-I-S. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Abundance in many forms is increasing in flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsively flowing to you in many ways, in many forms, over and over again. That's quite beautiful. Abundance is not just physical matter. It could be love, help, guidance, protection, abundance in all things. That's quite beautiful. I like that for the collective. Okay, we're on a high here. And one more oracle card, which is my, for the week. Oh, I like this. We've had this before. Lovers. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. And again, we've had this before, as I said. I'll quickly give you an overview. This card represents major life choices. Decisions surrounding love relationships are of utmost importance, and there will be two paths to take now or in the near future. And so be true to yourself and your feelings. It is crucial you make the right choice. So in your personal relationships, the Lover's card can represent a strong sexual connection. Passionate encounters are red hot. Temptations and affairs are likely where there's a crack in the relationship, which may result in a love triangle that causes much inner conflict and heartache. So many of you might will question current relationships that are not as perfect as they would like. And some may be questioning whether there's a future in a relationship or feeling that there is someone else to meet. Perfect harmony is obtainable for most. As I said, be true to yourself. And with career and money, you will need to find the right balance between your personal life and your work financial interest. Two jobs might be offered to you, and you will spend valuable time meeting new people and networking socially. Okay. Opportunity for singles to find love at work. And career changes are coming as well. You need to balance your career and your personal life. That's the key to being successful. It's not the time to neglect your loved ones. but to be able to balance all that aspect of your life, career and your personal life. All right, the tip for the week: place a rose quartz crystal, and I've got one here for you, everyone. Look at that. On your dining room table for harmony in the home or place. Place a small rose quartz crystal on your desk at work for good work relations. Okay, so that's the tip. Thank you for the oracle cards. All right, and let's see what the tarot has to say. It's heating up here now. I've got the candle, but I've left the air conditioning on, so off rather, because of the noise. Let's see, what have we got here? We've got, bear with me, we've got the heart of the matter, Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The challenge for the week, burden, 10 of rods, overburdened, fire energy. Unknown factors, we've got the King of Swords, energy, truth. And the turning point, best course of action this week. Oh my gosh, we've got the 5 of Cups. Some loss, but 3 cups are spilled, but we've got 2 cups left. The outcome for the week, we've got the King of Wands, fire energy. All right, let's just see what's going on here. The heart of the matter is we've got Queen of Pentacles, we've got Earth energy here. It could be, there's no gender in tarot, it could be male or female. Normally she represents a divine feminine, mature, grounded female, businesswoman, high social status. Now she's generous and loyal and prosperous and very successful in what she does. She's independent and wealthy, and she lives in luxury. So she is the heart of the matter. Now it could represent someone, could represent you, could represent your spouse, it could represent someone you in your family, could represent a parent, could represent anyone. The challenge is this person seems to be overburdened, overloaded with responsibilities, and it's causing a lot of stress and problems. The weight on their shoulders of the obligations that they are saddled with is restricting them, so they actually suffering burnout, and they feel that they've been taken for granted. So the challenge is to release the burden, to let go. I'm going to clarify this, and the unknown factors behind this is we've got the air energy. It seems to be a lot of mental, but the King of Swords represent truth. It represents structure as well and routine. It also represents, as I said, there's no gender in tarot. However, if it usually represents a professional. It could be a doctor, it could be a lawyer, it could be an intelligent, rational and logical gentleman. And he's got authority here as well because of his profession. He's very detached and cool, but he's honest and he has integrity. So maybe the honesty could be, well, you know, he can be stern as well. Maybe he's causing the earth energy here to feel overburdened because they're detached, and they feel, and she feels she's carrying all the weight. Anyway, let's continue. And the turning point is, all right, so we've got the 5 of Cups, water energy. It's Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. That's the energy. There's a sadness and a loss, maybe feeling there's despair and abandonment here. However, there's also guilt and remorse. So whatever regrets there are, because the three cups have spilled, you can't change it. It's gone. It's an unwelcome change that's happened. As we learn and process the grief, you need time. Whatever time you need, you take time out to be able to deal with that. And then once you've moved on a little bit more, there's two cups behind this individual, grieving individual. Instead of focusing on the loss and the unwelcome change, we go through the process of grief, and you can't stay there. You have to move on. And the outcome is there is fire energy here. We've got the King of Wands. Now this is the vision, looking to the future. This is wonderful. This is an energetic male that's experienced, very optimistic and confident, strong. This is a charming individual, fearless, and because he's free thinking and very action oriented, very fiery and passionate, he's here to assist. Now this could be it could be, as I said to you, a person, but it can also be a situation, and this will assist to be able to release the burdens. I'm going to do a little bit of clarification because I don't like those cards very much. Where are my cards here? Just bear with me a minute. Let's have a look. Where are we? We've got the first card, the burdens, which is the 10, been taken for granted and just piled on so much on this poor individual here. Okay, some swift action needs to be taken to put those down. Okay, and the burden is not yours to carry. You can't continue because you can't. You're running on empty here. So just a little bit of time to yourself. Whoever's carrying the heavy load. A little bit TLC. And what is the Five of Cups? Why is the Five of Cups here? Cups. Let's have a look. Please clarify Five of Cups. Not too many, but gosh. Again, got the Ten of Wands. Too many choices. Just too many cards here. But whether the choices are there or not, there's 7. They can't make a decision, and the decision is looking elsewhere, out in the horizon. She's got the globe in her hand, but we do have the star and we do have the sun. So whatever it is, my understanding is that feeling, it's an emotional loss or feeling let down about a situation, and if you dwell on that, it's like going through mourning. You just have to lift yourself out of it at some point, and sometimes we need help from others, and we do have people out here. And the King of Wands. The Death card just appeared, so it's a change, transition. Let's just see. Let's clarify. Why is the King of Coins as the outcome? Death card came again. Knight of Cups. It's an ending. Transition. Something has ended. Let me have a look. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. All right. Something has come to an end. And a new beginning. Because you are going through a powerful change and transformation, There are parts in your life that are falling away and disintegrating, making way for new opportunities to emerge. And some of that change is inner change. So there's certain, you have to let go of certain aspects of yourself that no longer serve you, and this will make way for something greater. Do not resist. And then there's an opportunity here. We've got a Knight of Cups here, and that's an offer from the universe. It's emotional as well. It's an offer. It's a we've got here the Knight of Swords, we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the changes. The powerful change of the loss could be transitioning from the person you once were. Even, if when you're healing your inner child and you go through and you realize some of the things that happened to you, and even then you can't change it. You acknowledge it, you heal it, and you move on. Okay. Could be concerning children. These are not immature, but these are just the Knights. The Knights, I'll give you a little bit of the Knight of Cups. I do like the Knight of Cups. It's beautiful, it's emotional, it's offers, it could be love, it could be, it's not always romantic love, it could be so many things. The Knight of Cups wears his heart on his sleeve and thrives in all things beautiful and inspired by many creative outlets and available to you. So you could receive, it could be a creative offer, but it could also be a romantic offer. We do have the full moon in Pisces, and Pisces is a true romantic. So I like the outcome for the week for all of you. Time is against me again. I want to keep these short, but I always run over. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy. I appreciate your time. Please like, share, subscribe, whatever you feel. It's an energy exchange. Look after yourself. Take care. Until next time. Bye for now. Sending you lots of love. Bye.